comedy on paper. It's an over-the-top, just sort of lampooning of slasher movie tropes, but it's played completely straight. That scene...
This is good. It reminds me a lot of Repo Man for some odd reason. It's
Wow.
got this really fun kind of noir, but it's a twist on the noir, which I liked quite a lot.
That scene where Bruce Willis goes like power tool to power tool before he finally lands on, that is lifted directly from this movie.
Yay, thank you. Thank you so much. Another round of Fright Club Live at Gateway Film Center. Yes.
Yay.
Thank you. This is going to be a good one. Going back to high school.
Yeah, it's back to school, and so I wanted to come up with some kind of a, related topic,
Yeah.
and I thought this was a fun one.
Yeah, so I wore my best feminist T-shirt for the
Yeah,
occasion.
I see that.
I know you can't see it, but it's from
It's
dusk
not.
till dawn.
Yeah, it's not.
Not high
Mine,
school.
I have a The Craft
Right.
shirt on, actually, which was a birthday present from our friend Melissa Starker, and I love it.
And then we saw Seth's T-shirt was Slumber Party Massacre.
That's
So
right.
there it is right there.
There it is. There's
so,
a Slumber Party Massacre T-shirt.
I think we might be talking a couple of those movies here on the list tonight. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. We got to thank last time out. We've been having a bunch of podcasts here lately.
We have been.
Which is a good problem to have.
Yeah.
But last time out, we had our guest writer, Eric Miller.
That's right.
Raging Eric on socials.
That's right.
And we were talking about Frightful Uncles, and that tied in with his book.
Yes, he has a horror novel that is a ton of fun, and it's called Whatever Happened to Uncle Ed. And so he's also a book editor. He has edited a lot of horror anthologies. He's a filmmaker. He's made a bunch of horror films, and he's just a good guy. It was a really fun conversation. It was a great conversation. Evil uncles. That's just a fun topic.
It was, yeah.
And Seth, as usual, kept us honest because I forgot about it's on me, Uncle Les. From Dead Alive. How did I forget it?
And also, and I totally forget, I apologize to the person who commented on one of the socials for the uncle from Carnival of Souls. And I said, oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. So I apologize for forgetting the handle there. But love the feedback. Love that. And we actually, looking ahead, we have, hey, welcome, Jeff.
Hey.
And also before that, since it's timely, because as we record this, The Long Walk has just come out.
Yes, that's
we had
right.
a preview screening of The Long Walk here at Gateway and did a real nice conversation, getting reactions,
Yep.
and then edited out the spoilers and put it on for people that might get an idea. Especially if you've read the book
Yeah.
and wondered how you might like it. I think it's going to go over well.
I think so
do.
too, and it was a fun conversation to have with the crowd because we had not read the book, so I was very eager to hear from people who were excited enough to come to a pre-screening of it. How it lived up. So it was a cool conversation.
It
I
was.
liked it. Yeah.
And we've got a couple of great things coming up here very soon.
do.
Very soon. I
That's
know we
right.
mentioned the 40th anniversary screening that's been scheduled for Reanimator.
That's right.
That is
It's
gonna be-
a 4K restoration, 40th anniversary. They're going to show it at Southern Theater. And why do we get to go?
November the 12th at the Southern Theater.
That's right.
And with Jeffrey Combs
Yep.
in attendance for a Q&A. Yeah, we get to do the Q&A.
We get to do the Q&A.
We get to
with
moderate
Jeffrey
it.
Combs.
Which is cool thing number one. And cool thing number two, leading up to this, Jeffrey Combs has agreed to be a guest on the podcast.
That's right.
Yeah.
So-
we're going to be recording with him in early October.
Yeah, we're gonna between now and then we're gonna experiment with how much sedative I'm gonna need to just settle down, and not be a lunatic.
Yeah. But it's going to be great. It's gonna.
That's right.
It's going to be great. I mean, the screening and everything
Yeah.
is going to be very cool.
Yeah,
40th anniversary, and then having him talking about, of course, the film and
Yeah.
who knows what else. So really looking forward to that. And then
Yeah.
also, a little sooner than that, next week, one of the films we're looking forward to coming out is called Him.
Him? Oh,
You've probably
my
seen the
God.
trailer for that. Latest production. Jordan Peele is the producer.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the stars from that, Naomi Grossman, who you may know from American Horror Story and some others. She has been a guest on the podcast before. Well, she's going to be a guest on the podcast again.
That's right.
We're going to talk to her next week after
Yep.
we see the film.
Yep.
Talk about her part in the
talk to her on
film.
Friday.
On Friday, filming it and her entire career and everything. So, 2 times counts as friend of the show.
I think so,
So
yeah.
that's going to be fun. So a lot
Yeah.
of big stuff coming up.
A
Thank you.
lot of big stuff
We're excited.
coming
We'll
up.
keep you updated. But and also another big thing coming up.
Huge.
Holy moly.
Between now and the next Fright Club Live, no, that's not true. It's right after the next Fright Club Live. Nightmares Film Festival. Oh my God.
Man.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
It
Nightmares
is. It's
Film
so
Festival.
exciting. As we tape this, it's just about a month away.
Yeah.
It's October 16th through the 19th.
Yep.
Right here at Gateway, High Street in Columbus, Ohio. If you're even anywhere in the area, please make it. If you're a horror fan, this is the place to be. Not only for the films, but for the community.
Yep.
It's just, it's
10th
life.
anniversary.
10th anniversary.
That's crazy.
It is life-changing, I'm telling you. It is. So we look so forward to that.
It's funny that you say that. There are so many filmmakers I talk to, and that's what they point out.
I know.
As
I know.
the life-changing moment for them in terms of being filmmakers. So many people, they meet their next collaborator here. In fact, it's funny. So our next Fright Club Live, we're going to world premiere our latest short film. It's called Druncula. We got that title from friends of ours at a Nightmares Film Festival.
In the bar.
In the bar.
Shocker.
Our friend Monty, whose other thing he said the entire time was, let's drink shots and do crimes.
Right.
He said, I have a movie title for you, Druncula. And we were like, challenge
Done.
accepted.
And now it's done.
It's done.
It's a film it's a thing, and
It's
we're
a
going to
thing.
show it, and it's a lot of fun.
And,
it's really
and that
good.
all happened because we were drunk at Nightmares Film Festival. So do that. You have no idea where it's going to take you.
Yeah, it's awesome. It is awesome. So looking forward to that. So much going on, but we got to get to the feminist high school horror.
We do.
Which is the topic tonight,
It
as
is.
we have a really good movie to
We
show
do.
from one of our favorite filmmakers from right here in Columbus, Jennifer Reeder.
We do. And we also, real quickly, I wanted to point out that we have a really fun short film as well. And it's called Fun. And I know that our friend Tyrone is going to like it because there are puppets. That's right. That's right. And
Greg Kovacs.
thank you. Greg Kovacs made it. And it's like it's sort of a little Sesame Street kind of an episode. And I just loved it so much. So I can't wait for you guys to see it. And then before we jump in, we always have a couple of also rans. And my number 5 was the one that was really hard to narrow down. I had 3 all in there at number 5. I had a really hard time deciding which one we were going to go with because one of the options was Perpetrator, which is also a Jennifer Reeder film.
Yeah.
A great movie,
Loved it.
also set in high school. So weird, so just exceptional. What a great movie. And then the other one that I was considering for our number 5, which we showed a few years ago, great date movie, Teeth. Also set in high school and also feminist in its own way. And I really, I went back and forth and I finally landed on, I decided we were going to go with the one that we go with for number 5 because it's really the earliest feminist high school horror movie proper that I could find. And so that's why we wanted to go with it.
Check. There we
Okay.
go.
All right.
Channel was
Yay.
bad. I
And
don't know
we're
what's going
back.
on. And we're back. Okay. Let's see. This is going to take the steam out of my joke. What I was going to say was my contribution was going to be Killer Condom, but that didn't quite. Which is a real movie.
It is a real
by the
movie.
way. Make it.
is.
But
Yeah.
all right. So we'll get to the top 5 and the one you're talking about. It's
Yes.
on a T-shirt here tonight.
That's
This
right.
is from 1982. A female high school student slumber party turns into a bloodbath as a newly escaped psychotic serial killer wielding a power drill prowls her neighborhood in the slumber party massacre.
The party begins at 8 o'clock. All the girls are coming. Except Mary and Linda. And they won't be missed. There'll be plenty of surprises
Hello!
and non-stop action.
Courtney, run!
You know you want it.
One thing's for sure. No one's getting any sleep the night of the Slumber Party Massacre.
I actually really love this movie, and it's arguably terrible. But I love it. One of the reasons I love it is that it's so Amy Holden Jones co-wrote and directed it. She would go on. She wrote Mystic Pizza. And she wrote Indecent Proposal. It is a horror comedy on paper. It's an over-the-top, just sort of lampooning of slasher movie tropes. But it's directed. It's played completely straight. And that is what it's like it bends your brain watching this movie. Like it's so absolutely, utterly ridiculous, played completely straight, that I find it just really hilarious. And it's also set in Ohio, which I love. And, like the girls at the slumber party, they all, of course, change into their jammies directly in front of the window. One of them is wearing a full-on, like, dynasty, era negligee, because so many high school girls wear those at slumber parties. I mean, it's so ludicrous, but at the same time, what they're talking about as they're disrobing, they're talking about the Cleveland Browns and specifically the play of then quarterback Brian Sipe. That's what they're narrowed down to, is quarterback Brian Sipe. Now, across the street, the smart girl who didn't get invited, who's really sad about it, she tucks a Playgirl magazine under her pillow because, again, this is commonplace among high schoolers. And the best part is it's the one that Stallone is on the cover. There are so many just brilliant moments like that in this movie. And then also, one of my favorite things, and I might have been the only person I know who thought of it, as I'm watching Pulp Fiction for the first time 100 years ago, that scene where Bruce Willis goes like power tool to power tool before he finally lands on, that is lifted directly from this movie, as if it needs more bona fides. So there's just so many things about this movie that I find hilarious. And in the end, the way that they're so over the top about the cliches that were at the time really pretty. It's only 1982, so it's not like slasher cliches were that tried and true at that point, but they're so over the top at sort of lampooning them and at like crossing over these hyper-masculine qualities with the sort of stereotypical female qualities that you might see on the screen in a horror movie. It's just trippy. Anyway, I find it incredible. You probably hate it. It strikes me as a movie you would hate.
Well, it's interesting that you mentioned about the parody nature of it because the main writer was Rita Mae Brown, and she wrote the screenplay, and it was a straight-up parody, and it was called Sleepless Nights. And then she submitted it, and the producers treated it as if it were not a parody at all and retitled it Slumber Party Massacre. And so exactly right. It displays a lot more humor because it was supposed to be an outright parody, but got filmed exactly the opposite.
Well, I think that is one of the sly things about Amy Holden Jones' direction, right, is that I'm not surprised that the men who produced it and distributed it didn't recognize that it was a comedy, but it's a comedy. And I love, in the same way that in a lot of times I think, this is a weird comparison, of course, because American Psycho is a masterpiece, but the way that there are certain scenes in American Psycho that are actually filmed comedically, especially some of the scenes with Willem Dafoe. It's like these are clearly jokey moments in this movie, but at the same time, so it is a horror comedy, but it's not shot like a horror comedy. And I think there is something, obviously not to the masterful degree of American Psycho, but there is something in that makes Slumber Party Massacre just fascinating to me.
Well, and remember, the main producer was Roger Corman.
Yeah.
And, of course, one of his main directives is lots of nudity. And Amy Holden Jones has actually, over the years, fought back against people that called her, you're a female director and giving all this, male gay stuff. And she said, hey, that's the producer. You give the studio what they want, and that's what they wanted. So she was calling, she's not going to hear it. It's an interesting movie when you think about it that way, that it was originally a parody and then not.
I say that it still is.
Yeah.
But she just
at
managed
its core,
to,
yes. Exactly
she just
right.
managed to sort of pretend that's not what she was making.
Yeah. And that is number 5 on our list of feminist high school horror, the Slumber Party Massacre. All right. Moving up to number 4. And this is another T-shirt featured this evening. And this is from 1996. A young girl new to a Catholic school befriends a coven of witches whom the other students either shun or fear. But when a powerful invocation goes wrong, the consequences could endanger their lives in the craft.
They were the girls who didn't belong.
Whatever you do, stay away from them.
Why?
They're witches.
But after years of being on the outside,
Why'd you lie about me?
I don't want to go out with you again. Please, stop begging. It's pathetic.
4 girls are about to discover the dark side.
You ever heard of invoking the spirit? Black magic.
We can make things happen. I mean, this is it. This is real.
Girls, watch out for those weirdos.
We are the weirdos, mister.
That's a good line.
It is. Cruiser Bach is awesome. She's so badass in this movie, and really the push over the cliff for why this is such a great movie. I think that there's a lot that it has going for it. I love any movie that makes fun of Catholic schools, since it was my own penance for 12 years. And I think also Skeet Ulrich is like the 90s dreamboat. God, he's so cute and awfully cute in this movie. I think that there's something really lovely in the way that when the coven comes together, when four girls like each other and appreciate each other, things go well. And then when they forget that, things go badly. There are some problematic elements to this movie, but it's a ton of fun. And Fairuza Balk is just a force to be reckoned with.
The director, co-writer, Andrew Fleming, who did Dick and Hamlet 2. So there's some dark humor.
Hamlet 2 is funny.
It really is, and it's wrong. It's wrong as well.
It is.
It's funny, and this one has some dark, sarcastic humor too, which is some sly humor, which is great. And actually, Robin Tunney, one of the co-stars, she wore a wig throughout this whole thing because her head was shaved for Empire Records.
That's right, for Empire Records.
Yeah, which wrapped about a month before this, so she had to wear a wig. And actually, speaking of Andrew Fleming, he said in the DVD commentary that they wanted the PG-13 rating. They followed all the guidelines to get the younger crowd in there, but it was rated R just because it dealt with teenage girls and witchcraft.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. That's really unfortunate because I feel like that held it back tremendously, its popularity, because it's, and I remember when I watched it at the time, I thought, why on earth is this an R-rated movie? And if it's going to be an R-rated movie, they should have gone a little farther.
Right.
So, and it's really unfortunate because, and it's a cult classic. I mean, it's tremendously popular movie, but it didn't make any money when it came out. And I think that's why, because it was rated R, and so it missed its target audience, and the audience that it was now targeting wanted more horror than it was really offering. Had this movie come out when I was in high school, I would have been so all over this movie.
I
think I would have just tried to become Fairuza Balk. She would have just, okay, that's me now. I am now that person. But missed me by a couple of years. Lucky for you.
Just a few. And that is number 4 from 96. The Craft. All right, moving up to number 3 on our list of feminist high school horror. Boy, this is a favorite. We've talked about this a time or two. From 2009, a newly possessed high school cheerleader turns into a succubus who specializes in killing her male classmates. Can her best friend put an end to the horror? Jennifer's Body.
Jennifer's evil.
I know.
No, I mean, she's actually evil, not high school evil. Chip is looking really cute to me lately. How is he tasting these days?
You are never a good friend.
You could have anybody that you want. Why Chip? You're killing people. No, I'm killing boys. Are you scared?
Thought you only murdered boys.
I go both ways. I will finish you if I have to. Okay. You can barely finish gym class.
Not high school evil.
That's so great. There's so much to love about this movie. Written by
Diablo Cody,
screenwriter Diablo Cody, directed by Karen Kusama, who had done Girl Fight before that. She did An Invitation later. She did the Dead Ringers TV series. It's a great group of people making the movie, and then the cast is crazy. So obviously Amanda Seyfried and Megan Fox, but the whole cast is crazy. Amy Sedaris and J.K. Simmons play Amanda Seyfried's parents.
Chris Pratt shows up as and also Kyle Gallner.
Pre-mustache Kyle Gallner gets it bad in this one.
Pre-mustache.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and big surprise, Karen Kusama has said that after it was done, the all-male marketing department missed the point.
Oh, they had
completely.
No idea what they were doing. This movie was so poorly marketed.
Yeah, they had an idea. She said they actually had an idea to try to get Megan Fox to do some promo with amateur porn sites, just like talking to them for some ungodly reason.
Wow.
Yeah, they were just totally had no idea what the film was saying and just didn't care.
Well, I would like to also point out that the commercials and the original posters for this movie said that she was a cheerleader, and she wasn't a cheerleader. She was on Flag Squad. I don't even think they saw the movie. They have a great Flag Squad joke in this movie. No, it's super fun. And oh my God, and the musician.
Adam Brody.
Oh my God, Adam Brody. Adam Brody is the one guy that you can absolutely rely upon to steal whatever scene he's in a horror movie. He's just smarmy perfection in this movie. Oh my God, he's so funny.
What a D-bag,
the dialogue in this movie is so sharp and funny, and the turns that the movie takes also, and they don't belabor the point, but there is the moment where Jennifer goes from being just Jennifer, being high school evil, to being evil.
Yeah,
it's actually really very touching and sad. It's a horrible moment in the movie, and I just appreciate the way things like that are dealt with. And my guess is because it was a woman filmmaker who didn't forget that this was a sad moment that we were witnessing. But more than anything, it's just incredibly funny. It's just got this nasty, hilarious sense of humor about it.
Plus, I think it owes a little bit of a debt to the movie we're going to talk about at number one here in a little bit.
Think so, yes.
For sure, and we'll get to that. But we got to get moving. But that is number 3 from 2009, a favorite, Jennifer's Body. So number 2 is actually the one that we're going to talk about tonight. So we're not going to talk about it very much to start, but it's a mystical teen noir that follows a young girl's disappearance in the rural Midwest and its effect on teens and parents. Knives and Skin.
Can you feel that?
I need to know there's a way out of this place.
311, how may I help you?
What do you think is going on here?
It will almost kill you, but you will not die from this.
You were warned!
I will rise.
If only
Tell me where she is!
to hold you down.
How many people have seen this already? Anyone? One or maybe? You're not sure?
Yeah.
Well, good. We love to hear that.
That's my favorite thing. That's my favorite thing, when no one or almost no one has seen the movie that we chose. And we're not going to talk very much about it. It completely defies summarization anyway. I want to show you one thing that I didn't notice until I was finding these trailers. Can you see that? That's me.
UK
I was watching
Film
this
Review.
trailer, and I'm like, I had to hit pause and back up. I'm like, that's my quote. That's me from UK Film Review. So anyway, I was excited about that they used my quote in the trailer.
Yeah.
I know.
That's cool as hell.
Yeah.
Cool as hell. Yeah, Jennifer Reeder from Columbus. She used to work over at Wexner Center.
She did, yeah.
And boy, we love her films.
Yes.
And she has been it was cool when she came in here to Gateway.
It was.
Was that just last year?
Yeah, it was.
So?
It was
Yeah.
just last year to show Perpetrator.
Mm-hmm.
It was part of we programmed a Femme Fatalities film screening, a series, and she came in when we showed Perpetrator, which you should also see if you haven't seen it. And just one more thing about this, and we'll move on. Bong Joon-ho put this in his top 5 films of 2019. He thought it was absolutely brilliant and amazing. So that's good, right?
That's almost as good as the UK Film
That's
Review
right,
quote
almost as
that was
good.
up there a little bit ago. So please come down after and we'll talk about it. We're going to show it here in a minute. So that's Knives and Skin, number 2. And number 1, I bet you could guess, because we've talked about this one several times, from 2000, 2 death-obsessed sisters, outcasts in their suburban neighborhood, must deal with the tragic consequences when one of them is bitten by a deadly werewolf and Ginger snaps.
All it takes is one night and one bite.
Let's get out of here.
Ginger's changing.
How do you feel?
Wicked.
They're just being normal teenage girls.
We do talk about this movie all the time, but I mean, I don't know how you can not. One of the things I love about this movie, it's just so incredibly clever about this movie, you know, for hundreds of years, the werewolf concept was really tied into masculinity, but it's a perfect metaphor for advancing to womanhood, because it's a monthly curse, which is exactly what happens to Ginger. She gets her first period, and then after that, you know, all hell breaks loose, and it's toothy and hairy and bloody. I think that is, and it's so clever the way they use that. Horror forever is very preoccupied. There's this hysteria over like a woman's burgeoning adulthood, and it is the theme of so much horror from Carrie onward. Speaking of high school horror. And I love that it's the exact same ground that this movie is covering, but it's covering it. It was written by Karen Walton, and it's just covering it from the most super fun and insightful, different perspective.
And the two of them are great.
Oh God, they're so great.
They said in the synopsis they're death obsessed. That's so funny. There's a dark humor that runs through this, especially with the parents. Mimi Rogers is a scream.
Oh, she's hysterical.
As the mom.
She is
And
hysterical.
I love the fact that director John Fawcett refused to have any CGI.
Right.
So now, okay, you look back on it now and they're maybe a little shaky, but I think the film is better for it.
I do too.
I love the fact that they're all practical effects.
Yeah, I do too.
Love it.
Yeah, it's very fun. And I just to divert for 1 second, when I have a twin sister named Joy, and when we were in high school, there was this girl who lived behind the dairy aisle where we worked. And at one point, her dad said she wasn't allowed to hang out with me and Joy anymore because we were death obsessed. And I was like, I said that to Joy. I'm like, what? We are not. And she's like, yeah, we totally are. So we weren't allowed to play with Heather Stover anymore.
And then this, I think I was talking about this when I mentioned the Jennifer's Body connection, especially in, there's this glamour shot in this when she becomes.
Oh yeah, and when she's full of confidence, and all of the boys are interested in her, and she's walking down the hall, and it's lifted directly. Jennifer's Body, yeah.
In a good way.
In a good way. It's homaged.
Yeah, but this is perfect for the topic tonight, which is feminist high school horror, and that's why it's number one. Ginger Snaps from 2000. All right, I think we're just about on time.
We are.
Okay, so we're going to show the fun.
Oh yeah, it's really short.
Called Fun.
You're going to love it. It's a short called Fun. I love that. Next month, for Fright Club Live next month, we are going to show the great Jeremy Saulnier movie Murder Party for Halloween for our October episode, and we're going to talk about parties in horror movies. We're also going to world premiere our latest short film, Drunkula.
Yes.
We were just talking about that movie, Drunkula.
Yeah, it's really fun.
It's really fun.
So I hope you come out and I hope you like it.
It's my favorite of all of our short films.
I think so.
I'm super proud of this.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And I forgot to mention at the top of this that this right here tonight is our 300th episode.
It's our 300th
of
episode.
Fright Club, which
insane?
is crazy.
That's
300th episode. So thank you for showing up, and hope you're going to stay and be a part of it. We want to talk about Knives and Skin here after. So I think that's about it. We got the short film, we got the movie, and then we'll talk. So enjoy. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Quick, who did that song, Whisper to a Scream? Anyone? No. Icicle Works. What do we think? Do we like that? Yeah.
I think we did lose somebody when the T-shirt talked. I think there was somebody who gave up and left right about that moment.
I liked it. I want one of those.
Yeah, and also, I mean, that soundtrack, which is not really soundtrack, but the idea of having
like what they did.
The a cappella singers
love it.
covering all those like 80s hits was so great. I mean, would it have killed her to do a Duran Duran? Maybe
I
not.
knew it.
But
I knew it.
Yeah, I know.
And plus, the end there always reminds me of that argument that we have when we're debating about which one of our shitty small town hometowns is what mine. At least had the benefit of being situated right between two highways, so you could get the hell out.
Yeah.
And yours was in the middle of a cornfield.
Yeah, no, Ben can attest to that. Tiffin wants to keep you there. It's like a moat.
And at least Cambridge says, you can get the hell out of here as quickly as you possibly can.
And I will. Cambridge is worse, just FYI.
No, that really strikes a mood. I mean, the mood of that movie is just great.
Yeah,
I mean, she nailed it. And the times when it's darkly funny, very funny.
Yeah, definitely very funny. And I love all the characters. I love the use of music. I love that it's like a coming of age film, but I think it's more a coming of age film for the older generation. The teenagers are just like looking at the next generation like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
You know? I think it's them. And then also the idea, especially at the end when they're all standing on top and looking out, you're like, yeah, look at your parents, man. Y'all got to get the fuck out of that town.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, don't wind up like these people. Yeah, I loved it.
And so much of the relationships are transactional, which is and weirdly so.
Yeah.
But then there are little touching moments too.
Yeah,
I mean,
there
it's really.
There really are.
Yeah, she does a good job. Some of the dialogue is really,
oh my God, yeah.
really sharp.
I love the dialogue. I also, I've never seen it before in another film. It's wildly original. I loved the idea over the top of the stall in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I thought that was incredibly cool and weird. But there are several times I thought, nope. Is that a flamingo? This is a bad choice. Is that the Statue of Liberty? This is pointy. Those are pointy. Just stop it with the pointy.
Yeah, they seem to get progressively
pointier.
Yeah.
No, I love that. I just love that whole part. I think. I mean. I hate to quote my own self on the trailer, but it's just boldly surreal, this movie. I mean, it takes you in these bizarre places. It's so imaginative.
Yeah, because it made me think of David Lynch, obviously.
Yeah, sure.
But it wasn't one of those where like, oh, man, look at her trying to be David Lynch.
No. And you know what else? When the movie starts, it's got a very giallo look to it. The color is very giallo, and the dress that she's wearing and the way she's holding that big knife, and then it turns quickly into something else.
Borderline pastiche, but original enough to save itself.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
First, I picked the wrong night to not wear my Hundreds of Beavers shirt.
Oh, yeah, it would have been a good night for that.
Secondly, the whole movie is just so full of things that I never thought would be on my bingo card. Like, is it really my dad's fake baby?
Oh, yeah, that was a great line. That's a great line.
And lastly, it's a movie you want to watch again because there is no way to categorize or sum this up.
No, yeah, it definitely defies, easy synopsis.
First time watching it, I fell asleep watching it once on Shudder. This is good. It reminds me a lot of Repo Man for some odd reason. It's got this really fun kind of noir, but it's a twist on the noir, which I liked quite a lot. And yeah, the ending's great.
Nice.
I love that. I would not have thought of Repo Man.
No, but I love Repo Man.
Yeah, I like that.
You mentioned that it was hard to summarize, and I was like, you're right. It was. I don't think that there's anything that you could have said that I would have been like, I think that it most reminded me of Beau is Afraid, just that kind of interesting, what's happening here. You have to kind of watch it a few times to really be like, I piece together some of the context and what they're trying to do.
Did you like it, though?
Yes. Yeah. Enjoyable. I think I have to watch it again.
Yeah, I can see that because you try to get a grasp on it. Oh, it's this kind of movie. It's that kind of movie. Where's
it going? And then the T-shirt lion is singing.
Love it.
And then you're like, no, I don't know what this movie is.
Yeah. But that's a good thing, though.
Oh, my God. There are so many things. The fact that the dad is a clown and that's just never addressed.
Yeah.
And then in the breakdown after the affair and she's just got clown makeup all over her face and nobody's like, why is your face partially grease painted? But I mean, at that point, is anybody really asking that mom a lot of questions about her choices? Probably not.
No.
Yeah.
And I love, the parents are sad but curious. Some, sadder than others, but yeah, you're right. It's basically the idea is get the hell out of your small hometown.
Oh yeah,
please.
Yep.
And how many times? Not only did he talk about the highway, but you saw how many airplanes go by. Here's another way to get out, far away.
Get away. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's it's great. It just strikes a mood and all the different elements, including the music. I love that too.
Oh my God, and the costuming, and there's the three, very dramatic friends in the band together, but also always there to properly light all of the one girl's soliloquies in English class.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, so amazing. Just the most amazing characters.
Plus,
in this movie.
and I always wanted to see what the one girl's had written on her shirt, like whose name. Started out with Angela Davis, I think.
Yeah.
Joan of Arc was in there too. I want to know what's next.
Yeah, she was great.
And a lot of homemade crafts with glitter and homemade T-shirts.
Yes.
And that's good.
Yep.
It's very creative. So a lot to like about that. I'm glad.
I love this movie.
Glad we showed
I'm glad
that.
you guys Or qualitatively liked it, yeah. Qualified liked it, yeah.
That is good. Well, thank you so much. That was a fun one, and we look forward to. Oh man, we look forward to a bunch of stuff that we talked about.
So many things.
Yeah. We got Jeffrey Combs coming up. We got Naomi Grossman coming up. We've got the next Fright Club, which we're going to show Druncula. Right?
We are going to show Druncula, which will be very much fun. Co-starring Tyrone Russell as a thirsty bartender.
You are in
that's
it.
Right, you are. Yeah, he's got one of the best scenes in the movie, actually.
He does.
He's really, really funny in this. And also we're going to show the great Halloween party movie, Murder Party, which is super fun.
Good stuff.
Yeah, and then Nightmares Film Festival.
Oh man,
we're just gonna set up a tent here in this building.
But that's
and
all
not
right.
Leave. That is all right. Yeah,
that's a tent that I'm happy to. Usually we're not tent people.
No, we're not tent.
We're not campers.
God, no. We watch too many horror movies to camp.
But we
Jesus.
camp out here.
That's
we
right,
camp out here come Nightmares.
Here in the safety of this building.
We hope you'll join us. So this will be edited and up in a few days. And we've always got stuff going on at madwolf.com and Madwolf Columbus on all the socials. And, of course, the Fright Club podcast group on Facebook. I lose track of all these freaking social
Blue Sky,
media
Fright
things.
Club podcast is also on Blue Sky and on Instagram.
If nothing else, we give you a lot of other stuff to scroll by instead of the news, which is the last thing right now that I want to see. Thank you so much, and we hope to see you again soon. And until then, she is Hope Madden.
He's George Wolf.
And this is the Fright Club podcast.
The 300th episode.
300 episodes.